Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
We walk
Hey,
around
Rashad.
well.
Coach, when you see this type of offensive fluidity, how close do you have it where you guys envision from game one to where it is right now?
I feel like we're still in process, but we're getting better. We're getting better, and the ball is moving cleaner. We still got to work on some cutting and some spacing issues, but they've been bringing the competitive juice, and it doesn't matter scheme wise what you're doing defensively or offensively. You got to bring that energy and that competitive nature into every game, and I think more than anything, that's been very prevalent, is our competitiveness coming out of the gates. So we want to continue to ride that, but the offensive has gotten better also because the defense has gotten better. So we're not going against the set defense all the time. We're getting stops. We're able to run, get the ball out, and push in transition and get some people involved in different ways.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Just wanted to ask you about, you mentioned earlier about Jones' half. I just wanted to hear your take on it as well as what he's brought and just the difference he made this season.
Yeah, I mean, he's been really critical in some games with the challenges. He's just got a really good eye for it, talent. I think we've only lost 2 all year, which is pretty crazy. But he's somebody I trust back there. To have eyes on that, that you really trust and is reliable is hugely important because you're talking about possessions. You're talking about doing something in the game that could take points off the board for them or add points to your board or get you a possession. So those things are really crucial. He did a great job just, with the development, with the ladies understanding where they're going to get shots, where they're going to get looks, the movements out of our offense, and just preparing them. So he's been great. He's just been great all the way around.
Let's jump to Zoom really quick, and then we'll come back for any final ones from the room. Chris?
Hey, Coach, Chris Matthews here in Vegas. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, just a quick question. Yeah, you mentioned the other day about the players having fun and getting back to having a good time and enjoying themselves. I kind of wonder how that disappears and how it comes back, and is it kind of a, I don't know, like a holistic thing or some kind of that I don't even know what holistic means, but something that kind of just happens, or what? If they weren't having fun, now they're having fun and it's paying off. How does that happen?
I mean, when you stink, that's not fun. You're getting your butts kicked, that's not fun. So we got to go over and, we had to put some games behind us on this at the beginning of the road trip. We felt like we dropped one to Indiana, got our butts whipped by Minnesota, and it's just about regrouping and keeping the people high and in an energized mode, because it's really easy to tank emotionally when you're going through rough times. And I think just keeping the ship, like I said, I tell everybody, stay on board, nobody jump overboard. Let's just keep the ship moving in the right direction. Everybody keep doing your part, and eventually some things are going to break open for us. And I think, these last couple games, we've looked more like what I've expected us to look like. Now it's taken longer than what I thought it would. However, I'm happy that it's arriving, and hopefully we can continue to build off our defense. And when we play defense like that, I think we're really hard to beat.
Thank you.
Callie and then Nikias.
I just have 2 for you. One about Asia and Jackie, obviously both combining kind of milestone performances tonight. It feels like that's been a common trend this season. What do you feel like has been key about the way that they've performed together this year?
I mean, they're really tough in a pick and roll, they've kind of fed off each other. I'm putting them in a lot of actions with each other. And I think, Chelsea's performance, 9 assists tonight, just being the conductor, getting people play calling, getting people in the right spots, for everybody to be successful. But I don't think it's coincidental that they have big nights. because it's a this or that scenario. You take away this, we get that. They take away that, we get this. With those two playing with the ball. So, we're certainly very good when those two are very good.
Got it. And then also, I just want to ask about Cameron Brink. Obviously, she made her season debut tonight. Was on a minutes restriction, so not a ton for you to analyze. But just what did you see kind of against her? Like, was your team defending her tonight?
I mean, she comes out, shoots a couple three, all her shots were threes. So clearly she's been working on that. She came out, shot it confidently. I'm glad she was on a minutes restriction because I thought she did well when she got in there. But she's going to have to play her way back into shape. It's having been through the ACL process myself, it's a lot of hard work to get back out on that floor. And so, kudos to her for putting in that work. And then I thought she was very impactful when she came in. So lots of good things for her to build off.
Thank you.
Guys,
Hi, Coach. Something that you alluded to a little bit ago was the offensive rebounding being up, and that is a trend that's continued post All-Star break. Just how have you kind of felt about the balance of like Nalissa crashing, Kirsten crashing, and still kind of setting up that transition defense?
Well, we've really tried to marry the two with our pickup points in our, our crashing. Hasn't always translated, but it certainly helps to get those extra possessions throughout the game, especially when you're struggling from three. Those are, even though we only shot or made 9 tonight, I was happy that we shot 32. We were getting good looks. We didn't knock them down. We want to keep getting those good looks. Eventually those things go in, but it also energizes the group with those offensive rebounds and getting extra possessions. So yeah, I've loosed them on the boards, Nikias.
Got you. Thank you.
last question, Jordan, we'll go to you.
Hey Becky, Jordan Television Sports, congrats on the win. So I wanted to ask about Jackie. Obviously, the team really wanted her to see her get that first career triple-double. So what were your thoughts on her finally getting that? And then just talk about what's one part of her game that not a ton of people talk about.
I mean, I think her passing people are starting to notice, but one of her passes tonight, I mean, was a left-handed just dart across the lane. I mean, this is incredibly hard to do. Not only to see the vision, but to just put a strike in your teammate's hand using your offhand. Really good. So she's really talented. She's a really skilled passer. She's a very safe passer. She's a low turnover person. So it's a pretty good combination to have. Water. That's my last question, right? That was it. Fantastic.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.